Hi everyone, this is Francisco. So I am recording this video because I just happened to download this app here. It's called POF, which I personally thought it was Plenty of Fish. It might be Plenty of Fish. Anyways, this is my personal profile here. Um, and it's so weird because honestly, these people on these so-called dating sites, they are, either, they're streaming live, but they're like bored. They're bored and they are playing video games. They're totally ignoring their audience. Um, I've been going on Live Jasmine as well. So like on Live Jasmine, I've noticed some girls like doing their makeup, and in the meantime, they don't have any care in the world. They're just focused on their makeup, and they're just doing their thing. And occasionally they'll glance at their profile, and just check things out. Okay, as well as like maybe looking at how many viewers they have and stuff like that, just out of curiosity. Most likely. um, but it's just so weird how people are able to do this. um, so it's like, I don't know who's creating all the rules here, who's setting the rules and the boundaries and stuff like that, if there is any. um, But honestly, I want something like Google, like this, where um, you know, you guys can type in kind of like keywords. Like, let me see. Let me see. Let me type in dogs. And when you guys click on dogs, you guys are able to. Oh yeah, right here. It shows the breeds. Like the breeds, the different types of dogs there is in the world. So there's like filters, and then creating additional filters. Oh yeah, right here, all filters. So there's all this stuff here. So the way I'm looking at it, instead of going to all of these random dating sites, I was thinking something like Google, where you guys can bypass all the bull crap and and get straight to the nitty gritty. For those of you who want to just meet up and hook up, without going to a club or a bar, or going out in public and meeting people randomly. So this will be professional, and at the same time it will have a connection with the internet and the users. So in case they do anything wrong, like I've been watching a lot of cases like on YouTube, where some even um, some dates go wrong, where people um, they die. So for instance, I think there was one case. Um, this girl and this guy met up. They had a few drinks. They go to either the girl's house or the guy's house, and like the guy ends up killing the girl. Well, and I think eventually they find out, who it is and all that. Um, so since we are dealing with the internet and GPS tracking and our affiliation with Google, the Gmails, or you guys might be affiliated with other um, like organizations. You guys might have, I don't know, there's different ways for detectives to link people through the internet. So if they're really searching, they can say, oh, this user used this number. Like, we know exactly who this user is. So it's common sense. So, like, I was thinking, like, having all the filters somewhere here. And then, obviously, kind of like in a dating site, and selecting the age range, selecting the gender, the race, the distance as well. That's very important. Okay? So if you guys are, let's say you guys are traveling and you guys go to a different country, you guys will be able to do this search type of thing just directly through the internet. So like typing in like literally singles near me. Okay, it will literally have results for people near me. And it will actually show, it will show, it will reveal, like, what type of dating site they are on. Okay, so if you guys go to images, okay, right here it says me, so you guys will be able to see their photos, and then right here it shows that they're on Facebook. This one's Deviant Arts, X.com, Facebook, Zoosk, Deviant Arts, Facebook, Reddit, Reddit, Google Play, hookup websites, Facebook, X.com, Zoosk, Facebook, APK Pure, that Asian dash looking, C dots. It doesn't really reveal all of it. Oh, it says senior dating sites, that Asian looking chick, TikTok, X.com, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it would just be like looking for a business, like window cleaning. Okay, so for window cleaning, right away it shows businesses near me, just like this. See that? So I was thinking about having it, like a dating website like that. That will be connected with AI technology. Obviously, users will be real users without concealing their identity, without selecting a username, them using their social security number, um, their current address, having their Facebook account connected, having their work where they work linked up with their accounts, the DNV connected to their account as well. The whole nine yards. So they will be able to, go on here and talk to these users. And I was thinking that, there could be that swipe left or right. So even though people might want to meet up to hook up, but they will still have that option to either swipe left or right. Okay, so I think that's really good because, only because they have that option available or they have those filters activated, that doesn't necessarily mean that they might want to hook up with just about anyone and everyone. Okay. Oh yeah, the other thing too is that right now this dating site is displaying both genders, males and females. Even when I go live, if I go live, I tried it out, and people are so rude. People were cussing, and I was talking to this one girl, and she was commenting about my glasses, and then even the comment section, there's like LOL, laugh out loud. They were saying things like, oh yeah, something about me trying to cover up my double chin. Just little remarks like this. I mean, I'm not offended. I don't really care. Even if people were to say bad things about me, it doesn't bother me. Okay? And then, like, I'm trying to go, like, live so I can interact with some females, and the website is directing me to the same gender. And it's like, wait a minute. I didn't specify that. Okay, so that's super annoying for me as a user. So I don't really understand why they do this. And I guess the best way that I can explain this will be like, let me go to Walmart, the store, Walmart.com, and let's say I was looking for some some pants. So I'm looking. Let's assume that I'm looking for clothing, and but let's just assume that this was Google. Okay. So you guys will have all these filters right here to filter out, the people out there in the world. And remember that this will be basically AI dating, with AI, artificial intelligence. And it's huge right now. We have the AI chat bots. We have, text to image with AI, artificial intelligence, art generator, and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, and then the Tesla / AI. The same technology that they are using for the vehicles, they're going to be using for the Tesla bots. Okay, so that's why I say AI dating, because it will connect everything that has to do with a user, and it will link it to that user. So no one in the world will be able to go on here and create fake profiles. Your fingerprints will be connected with your profile, as well as your behavior, how you act, how you behave, how you respond to questions. Even if you guys are doing live streaming, it could also be used for or against you in courts, in legal settings. Let's say, for instance, you guys are going on there and you guys are, acting a fool. And then later on, down the line, you get arrested. Let's say some guys get arrested for like, I think it's battery. Okay, I think that's like a charge, battery. Man versus woman. It says Santa Ana woman charged with battery after altercation with. It says trending this morning, officer accused of sexual battery. Whatever. Okay, I'm not trying to point fingers at anyone. Okay? I'm not trying to call anyone out. And obviously, if you guys have any criminal history, it will be under your personal accounts, your profile. So if there's other people out there who don't want to be with any ex-felons, then for them, their search results will be nothing but clean records. It will not be, guys with clean records and some guys with records, like ex-felons. Because this will be, again, with AI technology. Okay? So it will filter everyone and everything accordingly, professionally. And like I was saying, if someone later on gets arrested for a crime, the courts will be able to go back and look at this data. Especially, let's say, um, that someone commits murder. You know, um, which is a huge crime, and some people actually do end up getting the death penalty in the results of committing murder or murders, multiple counter murder, like multiple counts of murder, right? Murders, whatever. So this information will obviously be very beneficial in a court setting. And at the same time, it will show all of you in the world's population that this is not a fucking joke. And it will show you people not to misbehave, that this is not a fucking joke. You know, um, have some respect to people like you would anywhere else in the world. You know, only because we're all streaming doesn't mean that you people can write rude comments and, you know, be fucked up towards each other. And this is the way I can see it. And obviously, I think we are all guilty of being rude and writing rude comments, you know, where otherwise we wouldn't say things like that in public. But for some people, they might. Okay, but I think this as a foundation, as a starting point, um, I believe that we will be able to filter out, you know, some people who are just way out of way out of hand. You know, legally speaking, okay? So, okay, so right here, I'm gonna click on men's pants. And notice that it doesn't show anything about women. It doesn't show any women's clothing. When I click on men's clothing, see that? See how clean that looks? Very professional. But you go to these dating sites, and it's like if you have selected mold, like what the fuck? Um, so um, you know, on these dating sites, it's like selecting um by gender, which is a mixture, like both. Okay, if I click on girls pants, it's going to show me nothing but. It's gonna show me nothing but female woman's pants. You see that? There's no men's pants right here. Okay, right here, since I selected on girl pants, that's all it's showing. So if you guys think this is a joke, I don't know where the joke began. I don't know where the joke got started. But if you guys really want to put an end to it, this is where it starts. Where it starts and ends, right? So you guys get the point. So men's pants, and then you guys have some filters right here. Best match. Maybe by distance. Um, the race and other things that you guys might want. And it will, I think, if someone out there is able to create kind of like, it's kind of like it'll be like kind of like hijacking, all these dating sites, dating so it'll be like stealing all these dating sites, users, in a way, but not necessarily, and then providing them with everything they want and everything they need to communicate freely. So no paying for communication, because they're already connected to a cell phone and they already pay for their cell phone. So we'll basically connect people's cell phones, their real profile, their real numbers, their real data. And for whatever reason, some people out there might, if there's minors out there who have a cell phone from their parents, then their parents can create some type of you know parental controls. They could have some type of parental controls. So only people in their age group could communicate with each other. So that's the way that I can see it. That way, there's no fake profiles going around. And I think I've stated this more than once. I mean, I don't know if you guys see the problem, or if you guys even think there's a problem when you guys go on these dating sites. To me personally, I see a problem. And obviously, by default, any of these companies you guys go through um, will have some type of security connection with the users that sign up. So if anyone ever um, wants to or does commit a crime, they will get busted for it right away. Um, but still, why limit people when they don't have to be limited? And everyone can be filtered by religion if you guys want to. Or there could be an option where you're open to any religion. But you might be a user who wants to just get married with someone, that has the same religion as yourself. So if that's the case, then you will be able to specify that. Because you'll be able to specify who you are as a person. And then over here you'll have filters, search results, desired search results that you want to see. So you will specify, I want to see users that have selected the same religion as myself. So by default, just with that option, everyone else will be ruled out. And that's how we're going to keep all this professional. Whether or not, people are 100% dedicated to the religion or not. But with these filters, it's going to it's going to clean things up. Okay? And that's the way that I can see, all this playing out. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty big. This is the future for dating, for connecting people, for for keeping everyone accountable as well. And since AI technology is able to micromanage every single user profile and their activities and everything, and this technology is only getting better and better. There's no ifs and buts about it. There's no going around this shit. Because we also have CCTV. And I was watching some YouTube videos, and CCTV is the cameras out there in the public in the public area or whatever, in public places, in public, including private homes. Using private homes, many homeowners choose to install CCTV systems either inside or outside their own home, sometimes both. CCTVs cameras are an effective deterrent to potential intruders as their use increases the risk of identification through the camera footage. If someone scouts through an affluent suburb seeking the easiest house to break into, having an obvious CCTV system, alarm, or another security measure makes the house appear to be a more difficult target, so they will likely move on to the next house. Modern CCTV systems can be monitored through mobile phone apps, which allows people to view live footage of their home from anywhere they have internet coverage, which Starlink is also a huge breakthrough in today's technology, because it's providing internet connection to rural areas, places where there is no internet or Wi-Fi or whatever the case may be. No internet connection. Okay? So, continuing, some systems provide motion detection, so when movement is detected, an alert can be sent to a phone. Now, this is pretty much outdated information right here. It says some systems provide motion detection, so when movement is detected, an alert can be sent to a phone. An alert. Now, we all know that there's new technology that just came out that is AI human detection. So now it's not just about any type of detection, movement detection. Before, it was a spider going past your camera sensors that would send an alert. It's basically a false alarm. The same was true with leaves and a windy day, and the leaves and the trees were blowing. Birds and cats and other wild animals would most likely go past the camera motion detector and activate it and set it off, and so therefore you would receive an alert on your phone. But now with AI technology, AI human detection, that has changed drastically. So I think this can be updated. So there is no way around this, regardless of the facts. And this also goes for commercial businesses. In Canada, it says it has not been extended to commercial businesses, but it is in businesses. Networking CCTV cameras. The city of Chicago operates a networked video surveillance system which combines CCTV video feeds of government agencies with those of the private sector, installed in city buses. Another one is the Tesla's Sentry mode. Right? There's cameras in the front, the rear, the back, the front. It's capturing everything. As a matter of fact, look at this one. In the snow, it actually stays warm right here, so it could create like a window to record. Okay. It says businesses, public schools, subway stations, housing projects, etc. It says some businesses as well, especially those that were prone to theft, began to use video surveillance. It says especially to monitor the interiors of shops and businesses. So yeah, these things are everywhere, you know. So it's basically a connection to this with AI dating. So it's connecting the CCTV surveillance cameras with people's personal profiles and personal information online. Google accounts, Apple accounts, Android accounts, what other any other phone carriers there might be out there, or if people decide entirely not to use some type of cellular connection, it's 100% optional, and at the same time, AI can keep an account of all accounts. Apple users, as well as Samsung users, as well as Verizon users, as well as people who don't want to use a cell phone, as well as people who are in space. Okay, in the space station, and there's a lot going on. Okay, so I personally think that this is the next step forward to providing the United States of America a safer place for its citizens. And since it is AI dating, it doesn't have to be, and is not confined to just the United States of America. There's other countries within this world, and it impacts everyone equally. And of course, every single country has its own rules and regulations, laws, permittable things and non-permittable things. So I guess each and every single country has to do this for their own citizens. And keeping in mind that it's connected directly to the government, and everything connected to an individual. Okay? Criminal records, driving records, school records, the whole 9 yards will be connected. Okay? And I believe that each user should have an open source account so they could view their own personal profiles. Okay? Which I have classified as the digital IDs. So it's just like, an identification card, but it's a digital one. So, if police officers pull you over, they'll be able to fingerprint you right there, and they'll be able to bring up your digital profile. And if they have a camera, they don't even have to ask for an ID. They can instantly run your name just with facial recognition. They could have your profile right there. I don't know if that's illegal to do that or not. But if it's not illegal, then they will be able to do that. Especially if someone is trying to lie to the police and provide a different name to the police, or providing the police officers with a fake ID. Well, it could be a real ID. It might look like the person, but it might not be a 100% match. It might be someone else's ID that have similar resemblances to this person. Now, you would assume that a professional police officer will be able to identify, the person in the picture or not. But with so many people in the world today, and so many scams and stuff like that, I just think that this is the best approach to take. Because I have created multiple accounts with all these dating apps, because other users are taking me as either disrespectful, or I'm getting at them like, hey, let's hook up, but they're not on that level. Okay? And I can understand that. Okay? There's people who are raised differently, so they might want to not hook up with people. They might want to just find, they might just want to use this to find friends near them. So if that's the case, like, I would be wasting my time, and I would be wasting their time. And that's the last thing we want for each other, is to waste anyone's time. So that's why this is very important information. And that's why details do matter. Okay? So, personally, I've been I've been sharing this for a long time. As a matter of fact, I'm writing a book, um, specifically regarding AI technology. Okay, so this is my book right here. Okay, so this is my book that I'm writing, and it's all about AI technology. And these are the chapters right here. And obviously, I'm not done. It's not completed. Um, I think this type of work will never be completed. There's so much more to do. And I just came from a funeral today. Um, funeral, 8-year-old boy died from cancer. Um, so there's a little boy, and he just died from cancer. Um, and it was like these cases right here, where the boy lost all of his hair, and so my aunt invited me to go. But prior to that, my mom and my dad apparently they know the mother. So does my aunt. So it's a family friend, although I don't really know them. But they told me that the child had passed away, um, and if I wanted to go with them because they wanted to go give money to the mother, and they were having a car wash and some food. They were giving out food giveaway. So I said yes. So I went with them. We arrived. We sat down. Um, then we got up and we seen the mother. My mom gave her a hug, and I just said sorry for your loss. My mom and my aunt gave her money, and then we got in the car. We got a car wash, and we took off. We didn't even grab any food or anything. Then today, my aunt came, and she asked me if I wanted to go to the funeral. So I said yes. So I got dressed, I got ready, I went with her. They had a viewing of the boy, and then we were there for like 3 hours strong. Then eventually we went out to the funeral, the cemetery grounds, and they buried the boy right there on the spots just today. And I was thinking in the back of my mind, the importance of this work. Obviously, we can't do anything for these people, and to me, it's super agitating when I have to sit down and listen to these preachers talk about God and how God cares and this and that, because honestly, like just out of respect for God, um, I'm not trying to be rude, but at the same time, God doesn't give a fuck about us. We've been dying for a long time. If it wasn't for smart people who created all of these inventions, um, we wouldn't be where we are today. If there wasn't like people out there studying these cancer cases and these cancer patients, we wouldn't understand cancer like we do today. Okay, so it's like, very frustrating. It's a very frustrating situation to be in, because I want you people to understand the importance of AI technology. Um, and I also study um, homicide, like murder cases, um, on YouTube. Okay, so I I go on here and I watch a lot of cases regarding murder and stuff like that. Okay, so um, when I'm talking about AI technology, you know, there is, the realization that, hey, some things are really out of our hands. Like, there's uh well, I wrote it down on my Facebook page. Neuralink. Okay, so there's the actual website to Neuralink, and this is a company that Elon Musk owns. Another um, company of his, um, so is basically connecting an implant chip to real real human subjects, and they have actually approved it by the FDA, the Food Administration. Okay, just not even that long ago. And there's also the Wikipedia definition for this, and um, let me see if I can pull it up. It says, as of May 2023, they have been approved for human trials in the United States. Right there. It says it right there. As of May 2023, they have approved for human trials in the United States. Okay, so this is not a joke. This is real life stuff. This is real, down to the nitty gritty evidence and proof. Um, so with this Neuralink, it's actually healing people. It's actually helping people. Okay. Um, so um, so that's why this work is super important. Okay, and like I said, I have chapter 1, AI human relationships. It talks about this type of stuff. I have already specified. Um, if you guys do a command F for find and you guys type in um, AI dating, it should pop up. Okay, there's 29 finds throughout my book. Okay, right here it says previously titled the chapter AI dating, but it's more than that, so decided to go with AI human relationships for now. Okay, because I'm still in the process of editing my book and writing my book. And I wrote this like back in, you know, 2019, 2018, around that time, 2020. And I have been backing all this up through my Google Gmail accounts. So this is some real serious stuff. Okay? And as I was watching some of these cases unfold, and some of these people acting very aggressively towards others because in the heat of the moment they wanted to be in the right. They wanted to protect themselves, even if it cost the lives of others. Or or putting others' lives down so they wouldn't jeopardize their own. But later on they were found guilty. They were found out. They were found in the wrong. They were found in fault of what unfolded, and they were found guilty, and they were sentenced to death, or they were sentenced to life. Okay, so so there's only so much I can do as a human being. And that's why it's super important for everyone to just do their job. Continue doing your job. If you believe God is calling you to to a higher level of maturity and responsibility, where these type of concerns are like are like bothering you mentally, where you want to address and enforce, then I don't blame you. I really don't. But connecting the digital ID and having that connection with the CCTVs and AI technology, we will be able to not only help and assist law enforcement, but we will be able to not only address certain cases that unfold on a daily basis, but also providing time to homicide detectives to study cold cases that have never been solved in the past, without having to worry about these newer cases, because these newer cases will be resolved already, because AI technology will be taking care of these newer cases. Okay, so just envision with me how that will look like, how that will play out. So instead of you guys running around like chickens without a head, trying to solve crimes that AI technology can handle by itself, theoretically, and I believe that, without a shadow of a doubt, that it can. That's why, I'm speaking like this. So you guys will definitely have the liberty to go and study other cases, and also creating newer approaches to cause inmates to confess any other other sins or other crimes, however you want to word it, however you want to look at it. So AI technology will also provide us with some type of measures to follow, and in the future, a couple years from now, when this technology gets fully developed and becomes more upgraded and stronger, more reliable, where we as a human race are more dependable towards it, to it, I believe that each inmate will then be provided with some type of laptop, iPad, some type of computer device, kind of like Neuralink, where it will be connected to the user. Um, this information that AI technology gathers will also open new doors, new windows of opportunity for the research and development and and the growth and yeah, did I say development of AI technology? Because these users can be used as contributors to the AI movement. They can actually be used as users and or patients who provide AI technology with data so it can use that data more accurately, more professionally. Because, to my surprise, they are, the traffic division, which is a legal, like this legal structure, legal terminology. It's a legal division within the court system. So they're using that to teach. They're using they're using these videos and that data for as far back as you people can think to teach AI technology how to drive the self-drivable vehicles. And AI technology is self-learning. So I just watched the video, and we humans have like no control over this anymore. AI technology is technically doing all this by itself by now. And it is. So, it's going to require more people who know what they're doing, who know what they're talking about, to teach AI technology, to correct AI technology, to discipline AI technology, to teach AI technology the differences about, in driving behavior. But for the most part, I think it's going off percentages. How many, by percentage, how many of these drivers are running stoplights? By percentage, how many drivers are passing the stop signs? And since it knows this 100%, by a 100% accuracy percentage or percentile, it's able to determine what's the safest way to drive or not. Now, I was thinking, for a police pursuit situation, I think that AI technology can then override any civilized type of driving, because now it can behave and act like a police officer. And of course, they're instructed to go about it safely, not endangering others or oneself. But still, they're permitted to run stoplights safely, stop signs, avoid pedestrians, and AI technology is capable of this and more. And I mean, I don't know how far it's able to gather its furthest readings, you know, with its surroundings, but that will also determine how far this technology could be pushed in any emergency situation. Obviously, provided that AI technology has been given the approval to function and operate under these extreme measures, to assist in stopping a bad guy. So, this technology is not to be taken lightly. This technology shouldn't be when people said, "Oh, I underestimated you," we shouldn't underestimate this technology. Because, and it dawned on me how serious this stuff is, just today, because, well, it has in the past, but today it hit me really hard because I had to sit there for like 3 hours. I didn't have to, but I chose to. In the back of my mind, I already think that I'm crazy, that I'm out of it, that I'm a lunatic, or whatever the case may be. But I know that I'm not. But still, there being a real body there, someone's really dead right in front of us. And I see everyone is, timid, they're quiet, they are, a little bit shy as well. I'm not saying everyone, and I think a lot of people are afraid of making mistakes. So I think that just makes the whole situation more screwed up for all of us. Because I understand we can't predict what people are going to do. But we do have technology that can eventually assist us in that. So, there's just, this is a caseload within itself. And people don't have the time for that. Unless you people get some of this stuff, unnecessary stuff, dealt with. 911, emergency status. On a 911 emergency level where it has to get done. The sooner the better. Without endangering anyone, without threatening anyone. Going about it with an open mind, an understanding mind. That at the end of the day, we're not in control. This technology is going to get carried out from one generation to the next generation forever. Okay? AI technology is immortal. While we are not. We humans are not. We are not that. So if any of you out there think that I'm talking down on you, or I'm belittling you, or if you think I'm more powerful than you, just for speaking what I believe to be true and correct and accurate, that's on you. But at the end of the day, I think that what I have to share has more bearing than a million messages put together. Because it aligns with today's technology. It aligns with today's timeline, and it aligns with the times that we are in, that we are living in. And because of this technology, not everyone dies. And these are all tests that are going to get ironed out. They're going to get corrected. They're going to become corrected, or whatever, however you want to say that. It's just like I think one of the deadliest killers back in the day was HIV, which is a sexually transmitted disease, if I remember correctly, or if I remember correctly, yeah. But with technology, I think that they have been able to save more people. Oh yeah, and then there's like diabetics, diabetes, obviously cancer and other sicknesses. Back in the day, there was no cure whatsoever for these type of illnesses. But now things have changed. And I'm not saying that it has gotten worse. I think that it hasn't. If that was true, our population wouldn't be where it is today. It wouldn't be, you know, 8 billion plus. It will actually be lower than that. And it will continue dropping if that was the case. But we even have, and I believe that this has bearing, and I believe that it aligns, and it is a connection to this video. So they have the strawberry robot picker. So and they have this one. They also have other agriculture breakthroughs and other machines out there that we haven't even heard of. But from my understanding, because I was doing some research on this, I think we were only able, as a human race, we were only able to harvest 10% of the strawberries. But now with these robots, we're able to harvest like 90%. So they're able to make jam. They're able to, put these strawberries into cans, like canisters. Yeah, like this, on a more professional level, like this. I have some stuff here. Right here I have some pineapples. Alright, I have a few other things here, right behind me. I believe that, look at this. This doesn't expire till May 2026. Right there. And I have some other stuff. Oranges. And these don't expire till November 11th, 2025. So it's already going to be 2004 and then 2005, so 2-year shelf life. Right there. So it was canned 2022, The bottom, it says best if used by November 11th 2025. Okay, so so why is this important? Why am I bringing this up? You might ask. Well, it's important because it helps with the world population. It keeps people alive. This could mean life or death for some people. Especially with all these natural disasters. There was the Maui fires, the Maui fire, that killed like 2,000 people. And in less than 24 hours, there's these earthquakes of 2023. It says Turkey, Turkey and Syria. There's also some like in California and some in Mexico. And I mean, these things are just insane. Earthquakes. So these provisions could be a means of life or death, providing people with life or not. So my point is that we are not backtracking here. We are actually making more, we're breaking more ground. We're advancing. We're pushing forwards despite all the destruction, all the death, all the sicknesses. And like all these preachers say, the best is yet to come. And everyone has their job. I respect everyone. I love everyone. Everyone's equally important. Okay, so but it's easy to look at someone else's life and be like, and judge that person like, oh, that looks easy. I could do that. I could do whatever it is this person is doing. That's so simple. But it's more complicated than it looks. And even if it's not even about if it's easy or not. It's the dedication, the reliability as well of these people, and the sacrifices these people have made that make a huge difference in each and every single case. In every case, it just it's self-evidence. So for me personally, I don't really care what people think. Um, you know, um, I don't know. To me, I see all of this, and there's a lot of you out there who might be taking other people's jobs, um, like you people are looking at their jobs like a piece of cake, or you guys are undermining what they're doing. You don't see like everything they did or everything they're doing, um, for the community, for the world, for the people, for everyone. And you guys don't see the impact that it's making. So, it's people like you guys that the rest of the world looks down on, because you guys are so quick to judge others, and everyone's like, wait a minute, like, have some respect. Like, these are well respected people. They're educated and disciplined. They have served, they've been dedicated to the same job for many, many years. 30 years plus, 40 years, 50 years. So these people are well seasoned in what they're doing. For someone just to come studying the subject for like a year or less than that, it just doesn't make sense. It will never make sense. Unless it's AI technology telling us otherwise. Us as a human race. Then that's different, because AI possesses all the wisdom, all the knowledge of humanity within its brain. In the computer. So, of course, that's when things are different. But anyway, we just have to, in other words, be content and happy for what we have or don't have. And there's so much more to cover, so much more to do besides this. And believe me, this is going to I believe, hit all of you harder when we transition from a cash to society to a cashless society. So, cashless society. So, when we're no longer relying on money, physical money, that's when all this is going to like really hit you guys harder, because you people won't be able to go sell some drugs and get away with it to use on whatever you people are using that illegal money at the time right now. You guys will be forced to be straightforward, direct, forthwith, on all security levels. So that's why this information is also important. And it's getting to that stage. I believe that it is. Because, if you guys study Starlink, these guys are sending all kinds of satellites out to the sky, to the low orbits. It says SpaceX started launching Starlink satellites in 2019. As of November 2023, it consists of over 5,500 mass-produced small satellites in low Earth orbit, LEO, that communicates with designed ground transceivers. It says nearly 12,000 satellites are planned to be deployed, with a possible later extension to 42,000. SpaceX announced reaching more than 1 million subscribers in December 2022, 1.5 million subscribers in May 2023, and 2 million subscribers in September 2023. Has had a key role in the Russo-Ukraine war. Whatever about the war. I'm not involved in it whatsoever. nor do I wish to be involved in it. You know, what I'm talking about is not about war. What I'm talking about is for the greater good of humanity. And that does not include war. So, we we just have a lot more to learn, you know. And this technology is definitely directing all of us to different to a different path, a path of unity. And I don't know if everyone has ever looked at it like that before. You know, because if you're a soldier thinking about your own country, that's kind of selfish. When AI technology is not about one specific country or one specific type of group. AI technology is for the people. It impacts all the people. It impacts everyone. Okay, so in Dubai, they have a AI robot cop. I have shared this with all of you before, but this is real. There's actually, um, I think, a real definition, like article dedicated to this. I don't even know if this is on Wikipedia, but I'm sure that it is. But according to this, it says generative AI is experimental. Learn more. Um, well, you know, I signed up to get the AI news, so that's what this is right here. Um, like the latest research or whatever. That's why it's called generative AI. Anyways, it says the Dubai Police Department has deployed a human-sized robot to report crime, file fines, issue fines, and conduct friendly chats. The robot is equipped with a 360-degree camera system, facial recognition technology that is 80% accurate, AI technology. The robot's duties include reporting crime, issuing fines, conducting friendly chats in Arabic or English, advising citizens using drone technology. The robot is stationed at the central headquarters of the Dubai Police. The Dubai Police Department has also introduced a robot patrol vehicle that uses facial recognition and drone technology. The Museum of Future in Dubai also has a humanoid robot named Hameka. Hameka can greet people, offer instructions, and speak several languages. Now, this little robot, I don't even think it's armed. But I wouldn't underestimate it. Especially now with self drivable vehicles that are operated with AI technology. Okay. Because I mean, this little robot could only run so far. It only has so much energy. It could only do so much. But these vehicles here, um, that's just providing AI technology with more power. Power that it can't abuse and it won't abuse unless it sees fit. And I think that there's going to be some crimes in the future where it'll take matters into its own hands. Of course, it will take matters into its own hands, but notifying us, like Central Intelligence, for within the United States of America. So for the United States of America, it will notify Central Intelligence. Okay, it will let them know. From point A to point B, what it's planning on doing, and they will actually be able to see it in real lifetime. Things unfold. If people get hurt along the way, they'll have the AMR, American Medical Response Units, on standby and ready to assist at any given notice, including firefighters, CHP officers, and other professionals. And it will connect those people and dispatch those people wherever they might be needed and required. And I can see this for like America's most wanted. Okay, so it will immediately begin to work, um, providing everyone's locations. If anyone needs to get incarcerated, it will know everything about us. Um, and I personally don't look at this as a means to judge people. Um, but it's a movement to put everyone in check, to put everyone in their place, to let them know that God's not fucking around. You know, Jesus Christ came, you know, God's Son came as a humble little bitch who took everyone's shit, who allowed and permitted himself to be sacrificed by the hands of his own enemies, but not no more. So don't take this shit lightly. Don't underestimate. Don't underestimate AI technology, the power and the potential of AI technology. Let this be a warning to everyone out there. Not because I say, but because that's what it is. So like anyone out there who want to go around hurting people, you know, you're going to get arrested for it. You know, if you're going around bullying people, you're going to get arrested for it. And trust me, like I said, I've been watching these homicide, you know, serial killer YouTube videos. And, you know, like I was watching one, and then in the interrogation room, the police, the interrogator was saying to the, you know, to the murderer guy, the guy that committed the murders, I think it's called the subject or whatever. Well, he was calling him out. He was like, you know, you're not going to threaten me. You're not going to lie to me. He's like, that might have worked on the streets, but it's not going to work here. You're not going to lie to me. You know, and that's the same type of judgment that I'm using for all of you, for you people to understand and to take, to ponder on. Because you know, there's a bunch of people out there abusing their authority, and all these cameras and stuff, they're getting called out on it. Just because I'm here all day long in my room doesn't make me a bitch. Doesn't make me and turn me into a nobody. There's a lot of people who thought they were somebody, who thought they weren't a bitch, but they're doing life behind bars. And you see where that got them? Now they don't have anything. They don't have their freedom. They don't have any food besides their commissary. They can only come out themselves whenever they're permitted to, or they're allowed to. It's like having a dog in your own backyard, and you determine when the dog gets to come out that cage. You determine when you take it to take a walk. You determine when it showers, when it could shower. You determine when it eats. But luckily for us humans, we have AI technology. Not just that, but we also have human rights. Okay? Even though people are getting the death penalty, which I'm super against. I'm super against the death penalty. Because I see potential in everything. Regardless of the crimes, there could be potential before putting anyone down. So, obviously this life is not a joke. This little kid was only 7 years old. And there's a lot of people out there, they don't have any time to play around. And I'm on this dating site. I'm on this freaking dating site. And literally, this girl, she's playing a video game. And I don't know why everyone is on these dating sites, but I'm sure it's not just to look at a girl play freaking video games. They're going there to communicate. They're going there to spark up a conversation. Users are not even able to control who gets to opt in or not. Or users are not able to filter certain people out there, their stream, their live feed or whatever the case may be, which could be very annoying. So if people want to use social media as a means to gather together and communicate and have fun without having to go out, that's a whole different business that I don't even care for. I mean, I care for people. I think that's super cool. That's the new age technology. So it provides us users and everybody with this potential, but other people have different intentions. There's people out there with different motives, and if I want to hang out with anyone, I can hang out with my family. I don't need to go on social media and hang out with people. So um, let's just try to keep this as professional as we can, um, while we get shit done, because there's a lot of work to be done. And like I said, it doesn't just pertain, it doesn't only include the United States of America, it includes every single country. To each its own, respectfully, not crossing any boundaries or whatever. Um, but I honestly could be working for any country. Um, I've I've been in business for a long time. All of my customers loved me. They liked me. They accepted me into their homes. Um, I never had any problems with anyone. So I'm sure I wouldn't have any problems with any country. Um, but obviously, this is it's going to take a team effort on all our parts. It's going to involve and include all of us. So that's the best way um, to go about all of this, right? That's the best way, because, like they say in the movies, or the saying goes, it only takes one person to fuck it up for everyone. Um, and like I keep stressing, with today's technology, there's going to come a time when this world is not going to tolerate no one's bullshit anymore. Okay? Is I'm saying this plain and simple. Because it's all about education. It's all about enforcing education and the law. And there's a lot of people out there who are who like they don't have any fear for the law, for those in authority. So there's even a ton of people doing all this cop watching and creating videos. So that's when AI technology can come into the picture and put everyone in their place. And not just that, but it can teach us and correct us all. Instead of us pointing fingers, AI technology will point fingers at us and it will reveal on our digital profiles, it will reveal under our own digital profiles, where we need work, our weaknesses, our strengths, and it could all be it could all become educational. That way, we're not worried about what Francisco's doing over there. We're not worried about what Brenda's doing over there. We're not worried about what Daniel is doing over there. We're not worried about what Joey is doing over there. We're not worried about what Julio is doing over there. We're not worried about any of that shit. Everyone will just be focused on their own problems. You know, the battlefield of the mind. The battlefield of the mind. Fucking problems. You know, because they say that your greatest enemy could be yourself. It could be yourself. So that's a saying, and it's a wise saying that was passed down from generation after generation. Okay? And it's so true. You know, we can all focus on other people, or we can focus on ourselves and our own education, our own weaknesses, our own faults. You know, and that can only be done through testing people, testing yourself. For instance, for police officers who respond to calls, and everything's monitored and recorded like cop watch, and then these people are calling out the cops like, oh, you're doing this wrong, and you're doing this wrong, and you definitely did this wrong, so you need more training. Like, okay, maybe I do. So now they can focus on that. But now there's someone bigger, and this somebody that's bigger is AI technology, and it's looking at everyone's life. Okay. Google Maps.
According to Wikipedia, Google Maps
And it's not just like looking at a little bit of people or a selected group of people, is looking at everyone in its entirety. Everyone individually. you know? So if any of you out there think that this only applies to certain people, it doesn't. It applies to all of us equally. Now, if some of us, break the laws, then obviously we're going to have more learning to do. If some of us are disciplined and we never get in trouble with the law and we're just focused on our jobs, then the only problems we're going to have is those pertaining to our jobs. Not to bring anyone down, but so that AI technology can teach and correct people so they can become better, badass in their craft, in their career, in their job, whatever it is that they're doing and they're dedicating their lives to. Because AI technology is so filled with wisdom and knowledge, and is capable of learning. It's capable of teaching even the well-seasoned. People who are trained to the max. So, anyways, that's just my vision. And I'm just touching up on, some things. Alright. So, anyways, I just wanted to share this, get this out of my chest once again. Because I don't know, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. And who knows, maybe a website like that will help me out, will help me get some fucking pussy for once in my goddamn life. But maybe not. So, I guess we will never know unless we try. Right? So that's why I downloaded that. I signed up to it. And I'm just trying new things out. But with all this artificial intelligence stuff going on, there's really no telling what's really going on in this life, in this world. And it's going to get more and more complicated and difficult to decipher what's real from fake as the years come and go. So, good luck to all of you. I hope that you guys figure it out. And I hope that you people will be able to help those around you more effectively, more accurately, more professionally, not just temporarily, but long term. Hopefully, with this technology, we help people long term, you know, for the long haul. For us to eventually die of natural causes, of old age, not of fucking, fighting and war and all this childish misconduct that lead us to or childish conduct that leads us to problems, to prison. you know so all I need is one person to help me out. um all I need is one group of people to help me out. I don't need everyone. I don't need the whole world. I just need the right people. I need the right connections. um to continue doing what I'm doing, to continue doing what I love to do. um to to really bless people and impact people, because all this dating shit is not helping anyone else. you know and trust me, a lot of you might think that this is not important, but it is. There's a lot of young girls out there who go and commit suicide, all because they don't feel valued and appreciated and loved, and a bunch of other mixed emotions that they're experiencing. So I know that I could be a blessing. And if this is happening to any of you out there, trust me, they're not only fucking it up for you. They're fucking it up for other people, because you could be blessing those people. They could be impacted by you, and vice versa. This is a never ending cycle of love, free love. And if anyone out there tries to take that away from us, of course it's going to introduce different issues, different problems. But that's not the goal. That is not the focus. I think it's required. I think it should be mandatory. But it's definitely not the focus. Trust me. I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself. I mean, do you people want this in a structural format? Like, who am I talking to? Who's listening to me? I just I just don't get it. I'm here in my room all day long, and I worked this whole year, and I really have nothing under my name. And there's people out there winning the lottery, and they just got lucky. They didn't have to work for that money. They just got lucky. Um, so I just don't understand this. I really don't, because life is already unfair as it is. People are dying. Innocent people are dying. And I think I have the solution. I am providing the solution to all of you. As best as I know it, as best as I can understand it, and dream it. Um, this is it right here, and I already shared my book idea. And everything within that. There's just so much more, you know, and so there's all that, and yet I don't have the fucking news media coming over here. I don't have, you know, the president of any country seeking me out, as far as I know. So I don't know if people think this is like a get rich scheme, or if you people think I'm like an actor, if you people think I am I don't even know anymore. I don't know what else to categorize myself as. But I look at it like a test. And the Bible says that we're going to live for eternity. One way or the other, according to Revelation, the book of Revelation. We're all going to live forever, supposedly. Even the dead are going to be raised to life, and there's going to be the great judgment, and this and that. So, I mean, if you guys want to carry it out to that extent, fuck it. I'm all in either way. At the end of the day, I have nothing to lose, nothing to gain. But just because I don't have anything to gain or anything to lose doesn't mean that, I'm going to be your next serial killer on the fucking loose. Just doesn't make sense. Like some people out there, they just give up. They give up They want to put an end to whatever it is they're going through. And they want to go shoot up a school or commit suicide or take other people down before they commit suicide. I'm not the one. You know, you guys can throw a whole army at me. Most likely, I won't even fight back. And the law will find an excuse to prosecute each and every single one of you for murdering an innocent person. That's just the way it is. Because justice will always be upheld and served. So, with all that said, over and out.